Kate Kilmurray here from The Weaving Way, and today I'm going to show you alternative materials that you can use for your weavings. And the first thing I want to show you is this twill tape, and it comes in a roll like this, and I have hand dyed in indigo in a tie-dye fashion. And then what I do is I make a loop and I just hand stitch it. And then I warp my loom. And you can see here, I've already done that, but I want to show you. Do you see? This is just the twill tape that I have simply warped the loom. And then with the added loop at the end, I can secure it. So this is warping the loom with twill tape. And then I've taken my tie-dyed loops and woven, and here's a finished piece. And I like the combination because the loops give the piece a little more structure. If I had just used the twill tape exclusively, it would be a less firm weaving. So I think it's a good combination. So I've done a similar thing with this t-shirt yarn. And this I sell on my website. It's made by Ganex. And very similar technique where I'm warping the loom with the t-shirt yarn, and then I'm using sock loops interspersed so that, again, it has a nice structure to it. So any yarns can be used to warp a loom. So this is a nice chunky yarn. For those of you who are knitters, you may have these on hand, and you can warp the loom as I showed you with the twill. I also can use this wonderful sari silk. It gives a little bit of a sheen, which is wonderful. In previous reels, you may have seen that I've cut up denim and sewn them together end to end and created a continuous piece to warp my loom. I also use this fabric that I've tie-dyed, and I can cut strips, and again using it with my tie-dyed loops, creating this effect, which it has a lot of texture, which I love. In my previous reel, I showed you how I take my well-loved socks and cut them up to make loops. And finally, this is something that I've just discovered that's really fun. I'm a yoga practitioner, so I have lots of leggings. And these leggings actually can be cut up. So in the same way that I would cut up a sock, I would just make strips out of the leggings and use those as alternative material for loops. So the possibilities are endless. Have some fun, enjoy your weaving.